Today on Voiding Warranties, I'm going to answer some important questions I've gotten from viewers. Specifically, what's the state of the build? I present to you the first annual State of the Build address. This is a good starting point if you're new to this channel for figuring out where we've been, where we're going, and what you should be seeing soon. So let's start with where we've been. So far, I've added gauges using the OBD2 protocol, a microcontroller, and the car's existing CAN bus. It works great. I can log whatever I want. Any added aspect of the build, I can see in real time. I've added on top of that boost control, which I can control from commands sent to my phone. It works great and I love it. On top of that, I've gone to 4 PSI with my old turbocharger. And the car was fun. It was really fun once I worked the kinks out of my boost controller. Now, under more recent developments, I've been working on pulse width modulation for fuel pump control. And it's working great so far, but I've only just started to test it. I have ignition control that's working on the fly, and again, I can adjust it sending commands from my cell phone. And I even have a new video which will be coming out soon where I use ion sensing to determine peak pressure point inside the combustion chamber, and this will allow me to get best torque under any fueling conditions. Now, along the way, there have been several things that I wanted to make into videos but were just completely boring. I wouldn't subject you guys to that. I wanted to make a video about the brain and actually the programming behind it, but it was just like watching paint dry. There was no way to make that more interesting. I started putting together video for changing out the intake air temperature sensor, but no one wants to see me solder. It's kind of boring, and it's just a post-turbo intake air temperature sensor. I've also started to put together material for why I chose water injection versus an intercooler, but again, that stuff's pretty dry. I may eventually post a video of that, but we'll see. I've also put together some stuff on why lean burn and why the rotary engine, but until I actually have some quantitative results, I don't think anybody's going to want to see that. It kind of comes across a little bit like rambling and Moving forward, I have a bunch of videos that I'm going to be producing for you guys. I'm going to go back into fuel pump pressure control, and I'm going to actually use it for driving around on the car and for changing my air-fuel ratio under boost. That should be great. I'm going to have a video of the new turbo in boost. I've kind of been avoiding this so far because the new turbo doesn't spool anywhere near as fast as the old turbo. It's kind of boring at 4 PSI. But I think if I take it out with the boost controller working, everything working great, and ion sensing showing where my timing is off, it'll be awesome. On top of that, I'm also actively working on closed loop ignition timing control, which uses the ion sensing to determine the peak pressure point and then adjusting timing to move that peak pressure point for maximum torque. And once I have fuel pump pressure control working in real time, once I have ion sensing and some form of closed loop ignition control for engine protection, then I can move forward for the fun part, going greater than 4 PSI under boost. Because at that point, I can tweak anything I want safely and see what happens. And that'll be the real treat for you rotary enthusiasts and just car enthusiasts out there. Because I'm going to be doing things differently than every other turbo rotary build. I'm going to be trying AFRs that no one would dare dream of. I'm planning on taking this engine lean and seeing what will happen. I also plan on doing some crazy things like trying negative split under boost. I think I know a way to push the trailing timing for more power, but we're going to have to see. I also want to go into lean burn under cruise conditions and see how lean I can run this engine. And for the long-term stuff like higher boost pressures or lean burn or negative split timing under boost, you're going to have to just subscribe. So if you like this video, click like. If you want to see more stuff I'm working on, click subscribe. And if you want to talk to me about any aspect of this build or ask any questions whatsoever, please leave something in the comments and I'll try and get back to you.